Newsarama.com. And I suggest you do as well. Hi.
Yes. Hey guys, welcome to New York Comic Con on Newsarama.com. I'm Justin Tyler.
I'm Jill Pantozzi.
And we are here talking to Chad Michael Murray. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for being with us here today.
Thank you very much for having me, Justin. It's a pleasure.
Are you enjoying the show so far?
I am. We got the best view in the house right now.
Now, of course, most people know you from your acting career, One Tree Hill, most likely. But now you're getting into the comic book world. You have a comic coming out from Archaea. Tell us a little bit about it.
I am. You know what? It's a passion project. We've been working with Archaea. I've actually been very blessed to team up with Archaea. They have the best quality products. They really do put out a great book. And we've been working with them for about the last three and a half years to create Everlast and create this really, dark kind of Constantine meets the Crow world. So.
And what made you want to get into comics to begin with?
Well, it's interesting. I actually wasn't raised in the comic world, so graphic novels and comics, it's kind of a whole new world for me. And it's been one of the most enlightening experiences to indulge. I envy these guys who have been able to do this their whole lives. I had no idea how incredible it was until I really took it in over the last few years. And so to have an opportunity to really, literally, if you want to blow up a building, you just draw a little panel and you're ready to go. So it's a little bit easier than doing it in a movie, right?
Making a movie, yeah.
Unless you're Jerry Bruckheimer. Or
True. Now, where did the inspiration for the story come from? Was it something you had thought about for a long time, or?
It's interesting. I was in North Carolina filming a TV series, One Tree Hill, and I heard a knock at my door, and a man was standing there, and he basically starts preaching to me and saying, "The end is coming. 144,000 people are going to be left to survive the end of days. Do you want to be one of them?" And I thought, wow. I've got to listen now. And I just sat there and I listened to it. Now, what he was selling wasn't necessary for me, and so I sent him on his way, and I said, pleasure, thanks for the story, but I went inside and I couldn't get it out of my head, and I thought, wow, how interesting. Like, what if there really was only a select people that were going to survive the end of days? How would you choose? How could you choose out of 6 billion people in the world? Would it be, the sin-free, the genetically perfect, there's
the best comic book writers.
The best comic book writers, the best
great,
doctors.
Great hosts.
Good hosts. That's a good idea.
You got to have a host in Haven. That's what I say. And now entering Haven. And so anyway, Derek Everlast was created, which is basically, he's a soldier hidden amongst mankind, just like everybody, whose job is to find the chosen souls that are meant to survive the end of days. And he takes them to a place called Haven, and where they'll be reborn. It'll kind of be the new Garden of Eden when the end comes.
That's awesome. And so it's a self-contained graphic novel?
No, it's not actually. It's the first graphic novel. I've been doing short stories, which is really, really cool. So here's we got the graphic novel. This I'm really proud of, and everybody at home, I really want you guys to check this out because it's for charity. This is a short story, the second short story I've written. The first one you can download for free on my website. This one is $1, but 100% of proceeds go to charity. Elizabeth Glazer Pediatric Foundation, Twaloha, To Write Love on Our Arms, or Hunter Soap Foundation. And so I put this story out. It's incredible. The art's amazing. J.K. Woodward did a fantastic job, and it's a really, really cool story with a great moral to it. I think you'll dig it.
And does that fit into the main book?
They're all Everlast adventures, and it's kind of, the thing is I can tell each story about saving each individual soul. And so the first story was about him saving a homeless poet, and the journey of, who is this homeless poet? How did he become who he is? Where is he going to go? Who was he? All his journey. And you find out about him as well as kind of the supernatural aspects of this world that we've created. So it's basically our society with a little bit more decay.
Now, what about the art on this book? Because I was flipping through it before, and it's really interesting because there's no chapters per se, but there's different artists throughout, and it sort of flows.
We got very lucky. With Trevor and J.K. and Danielle and Robert and Andrew, we have a great group of artists, and it's cool because I'm going to do it. I'm just going to pick up the book.
Yeah.
We transition through different characters' perspectives. So, for instance, we have got a really edgy world that Everlast lives in. This is some of Danielle's work.
Yeah, darker.
You can actually see it. It's kind of darker. It's how he sees the world in his reality. And as of right here, we start to transition into the way that this little girl sees the world, which is a little bit more animated, a little bit more lighthearted.
That's cool.
And then we see the world in the end, basically, the way a woman would see the world, which is, everything's a little bit prettier, right? You can make anything beautiful, right?
We try.
Yeah, I don't know what
it's
that's
painted and it's just a little bit different. And Jakey did a great job, and then Trevor did great, amazing flashbacks, and we were very blessed. And so it's kind of transitional through eyes of different characters, but you kind of have to figure out, all right, who's who?
Yeah. That's a nice way to do it, really using the comic form to sort of be, to help tell the story.
Now, have you been a comic guy yourself, Justin?
I haven't written any like mainstream comics, but I'm a writer as well as being a host, the host that's going to be invited to Haven.
He's multi-talented now. He's trying to give you better aspects of his personality.
Yeah,
I'm
writing
him.
myself right now.
Right? All right, everyone get Justin's book.
Yeah. It has yet to be written or published, so but it's spoiler-free.
Yeah.
Is there sort of a clock-ticking element down here of the end of the world coming, or is it more just like, this is happening?
There's a clock-ticking element to this specific book.
Yeah.
I don't want to give anything away, but there will be another book. We don't know when, pending schedule, because I kind of have to be free to be able to get away and write it. But the second book will have a ticking clock element as well. The short stories don't have a ticking clock element. They're more they're actually prose stories.
Yeah.
So like 6 or 7 pieces of art with an 11-page short story in prose style. So they're not ticking clock, but they're more morals and ethics and, little metaphors here and there that I just thought, why not? Slide it in there.
Speaking of time, obviously it is out on the show floor right now, and people have been, getting a chance to look at it. But is it out in stores yet for people to buy?
We actually don't release until mid-November. So right now, this is the I guess they're calling it the world debut. We only have limited copies that we kind of rushed to get here for this moment. So this is the first look. I mean, literally, I just saw it for the first time last night. I finally went
awesome.
And went, okay, there's some weight to it.
Yeah.
All right, it's real. And then I went to bed and I, did a little nighttime reading to my girl and said, and then.
Oh.
So it was nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk One Tree Hill at all? You're coming back for an episode?
I am. Thank you. I left after season 6, and the fan base has just been so incredibly supportive. They're the best fans. They're just incredible, and they fight for that show, and they love it. And I saw via Twitter, I'm not the social media guy, but I finally started a few months back, and I just saw how their love was so rampant, and I said, okay, you know what, let's just go back and give them one. So we went back and we did an episode that'll be in 2012, January, February, and maybe one other, I don't know. It's just kind of a scheduling, conflicting thing right now, but it was great. It was just great to go back and see everybody, and then we've got a couple other projects in the works.
Awesome.
We did a short film with Rita Wilson and Anna Paquin called The Carrier, and it's socially important because it's about HIV. And I play the carrier, and it's really, really incredible. It's in the festival circuit right now. We did another movie called Twaloha, which is Kat Dennings, who, if anyone's seen Two Broke Girls,
Yeah.
awesome show. She's just killing it. I love it. And she plays Renee Yohe, which is it's the true story on how To Write Love on Her Arms. It's a nonprofit foundation. Came to be. We tell the story of the 5 days of love that they kind of endured to help this girl get clean.
Awesome.
So.
Now, the fan, you do have a huge fan base, obviously, with the shows you've been on. They may not be the people that are here reading comics already. How do you feel about bringing them into this world?
You mean the not comic people?
Yeah.
I think it's incredible, and I think it's a blessing that I know when I started working with Archaea, they thought, how cool is it that we get to show graphic novels in this world to a whole new group of people,
Exactly.
and that was part of what doing this book was for, is to go, hey guys, you know what? These are actually really cool. Seriously.
We know it.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah.
It's really true. I mean, look at the films and the stories that have been told. Without them, man, our box office would be getting killed right now. Right? So it's been really cool. I mean, it's been a nice mix. It's been a mix between new people coming in who are just graphic novel and they're avid readers versus fans.
That's a great mix. Well, thanks so much for talking to us.
Justin, Jill, thank you, and I love your show.
Are you going to cosplay maybe as the main character in your book next time you come by?
Hey, I was thinking about it.
You should.
Gotta do it.
You should.
Right? Come as Derek?
Yep.
No, we have my buddy. We've dressed him up though. We have my in the short story, actually, that one we gave him credit. He's known as Emperor Dawn, and that's it. He's our superhero that we're keeping hidden. No one knows what he looks like.
Oh.
You're just going to see a man in a cape walking around from time to time. He's Emperor Dawn.
Wow.
Very cool.
Well, thanks again, and you guys keep watching for plenty more from New York Comic Con.